Ooh, what is up, pro wrestling fans, and welcome back to Squared Circle Speak. And it is finally time to talk AEW All In 2024. I am Ryan. With me, as always, is my co host, the icon, Nathan.
The icon of getting predictions wrong. That's probably what happened on this prediction, let me tell you.
Yeah, so we are going to be talking all in 2024, talking about everything that went on. Before we do, though, before we get to the main card, they did something on the pre-show, which was pretty crazy. Uh, and I can't believe they did it on the pre-show because it's like I feel like this should have been saved for the main card. But Jamie Hayter came back during the pre-show, during 0 hour.
Yeah, that's kind of jacked up, especially considering it's in her home country. You think she would have came out during the Tony Storm match.
Now, I look at this too. I back in the day of WWE pay-per-views where they used to do pre-shows when they had matches, I was always in favor of I was a big defender of pre-shows because I said, look, more people actually watch the pre-shows than the actual main card. Back when it was on pay-per-view and you had to pay for it, you know? And so I I get it. You know, you had a big pre-show and she did get to come out in the pre-show, but it's just very weird to bring her back to do an angle like this on a pre-show.
Yeah,
It's just weird. Other than that,
I did, it's in her home country. You think she would have interacted with the Tony Storm match just because that was her, former that was just, that's just I don't know. I just thought that was where she would have showed up
yeah.
because she's British and Mariah May's British, and
Yeah.
it feel like that would have been a good moment, but I
Well,
guess they don't want to rush that story, I guess.
she did interrupt Soraya, so
Hmm.
I guess that was the thing. So other than that, the pre-show was just multi-man matches. No one cares about it. So let's get into this show. 50,000 plus people live from Wembley. And I will say, like I say, every AEW pay-per-view, they do a very good job of no bullshit. They do a very good job of getting straight to the matches and a quick little recap, and off they go. This started no entrances. We started off with the AEW World Trios Championship London ladder match. The Bang Bang Gang versus the Patriarchy versus House of Black versus, quote, the Blackpool Combat Club with Wheeler Yuta, Claudio, and Pac. So again, I ask, Claudio made this show, so why did they not just do the Continental title match on the show?
I
Because the
I
Continental
guess because they
Champions,
wanted Okada in that gauntlet to try to, he was a big name that could have possibly won it to get a title match.
yeah. What did you
I
think of
guess.
this? What did you think of this clusterfuck that happened?
This was my one of my least favorite matches on the card. It was just so random. Like stuff was just happening all over the place, and the the spot they did some Dudley Boy spots, and the guns, they're okay, but I don't know. They weren't on their best game in this match. I don't know if
Nobody
that's
would really was like there was a lot of stuff that was happening that looked like it wasn't working the way they wanted it to.
right.
A lot
And
of missteps.
yeah, and I never did like uh oh, what's his name? The guy with the guns.
Oh, Juice.
Yeah, Juice Robinson. He
He
he he kind of messed up a lot in this match,
he
and
didn't do much at all in this match.
yeah, which
Uh,
I was okay with.
yeah. So the ending of this match came. Mother Wayne got involved. She tried to spray Juice in the face, but he sprays her in the face. And then Killswitch chokes him through the table. Buddy Matthews and Christian are at the top of the ladder. Um, and then everyone's going. Killswift helps Christian up the ladder, but Pac is there. Pac shoves Christian into Killswitch runs up the top, grabs the ladder. So the makeshift team of Pac, Yuta, and Claudio win. Now I have a feeling this was originally supposed probably going to be the Death Triangle. I would assume was their original plan for this show, having Pac but obviously with the contract stuff with them, that was not going to happen. So they gave this to them. I don't get the winner. I feel like this was just weird to have them win. But I guess we'll see where it goes. But yeah, this match was just a car crash. If you're into that kind of stuff, I guess you liked it. But even the old like TLC car crash matches had a story to them. This just felt like spot after spot after spot after spot after spot. No real waiting for like stuff to like simmer and stuff to like matter. It just felt like they were just hitting everything, and it felt rushed, and it felt in a lot of missed spots, and I don't know, didn't work for me.
Right.
Because even those like multi-man ladder matches of the past had a story to them.
And very weird to have, you know, I don't know, the way it ended really abruptly.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be the ending at all. Yeah, I don't know. This didn't work. So then we go to the second match, which was the match I was highly anticipating. The best story going into this show, and I really pissed me off that this was the second match of the show. Especially since the other women's match got co-main and it sucked. Anyway, we'll get to that later. So the AEW Women's World Championship, Toni Storm versus Mariah May. This was what we expected it to be. It wasn't the greatest match. But as far as the storytelling in this match, I thought they told a fantastic story in this match. I thought this was everything I wanted it to be. And yeah, they had some back and forth. They had some false finishes. And Mariah May ends up getting the win with the Storm Zero, beating her with her own move. And Mariah May is your new women's world champion.
Yeah, I don't know if I liked her winning with the other with Tony's move. I feel like Mariah May needs a new finisher that's, you know, more impactful that can, I don't know, maybe she should have debuted a new finisher here or something, because with just winning with the other person's move, it just but she did get the win. She looked good. I don't know. People are saying that some critics didn't like this match. I'm not sure why. I mean, it was solid. It was a good match. It wasn't like great, but it was a good match.
I think people didn't like it because it was a storytelling match and on a card full of just matches. That's probably why people didn't like it. But I thought this was one of my favorite matches of the show just because of the story heading into it, the story they told during it. It was, I mean, it wasn't great. They had Mariah May's mom there, and she slapped her own mother in the face. I mean, they did some cool stuff in this match that I thought was great. I had no problems with this thing, and Mariah May wins, which is totally what I wanted to happen. Fantastic job there, Tony Khan pulling the trigger on Mariah May, and we'll see where she goes now, and see where Toni Storm goes.
Yeah.
Next match we can quickly talk about FTW Championship, Jericho versus Hook. Jericho Hook wins. This was basically a 3-on-1 match with Brian Keith and Big Bill just running interference the whole time. You had your classic FTW rules bullshit happen. And then at one point, Taz, at the end of the match, Taz put Brian Keith in the Taz mission, and then Hook locked Jericho in the Red Room. Why are they called two different moves when they're the exact same move?
I don't know. And also, my question, where were all Hook's friends?
Yeah, where was they're all there because they're all in the fucking battle royal and shit, weren't they? Like,
I'm just like, where are they at? Because, like, you know, it's like you said, it's 3-on-1. The whole story this whole time has been Hook had, you know, Samoa Joe training him and teaching him stuff. And I know Samoa Joe's not there because of, you
yeah.
know, but still, somebody, like, what the hell, man? You had these other guys that have been helping him out. Where were they at?
No, but they made Hook look really strong here for whatever reason. The Hook
Yeah,
won.
now he just has that belt back again. Like,
This is a fucking joke. Like, this is so ridiculous that his whole thing is just this title.
mm-hmm.
I'm not into this at all, and this was whatever. I mean, I kind of zoned out during this this match, honestly. I didn't really care too much about this one. The next match, AEW World Tag Team Titles, Young Bucks, the Acclaimed, FTR. Another clusterfuck of a match with spots everywhere. They kept doing this thing, and I don't know why. It just made the Acclaim look stupid. Like one of them, I think it was Caster helped Matthew do the EVP trigger, and then he also helped Cash hit the Shatter Machine. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that stuff. But yeah, in a shocking turn of events, the Young Bucks won. Why? They're not.
This match also it was one of my least favorite matches, and I don't know. I don't understand the ending of this. Like it ended out like just like the ladder match. It just ended abruptly, and
The crowd was not into this, and
yeah,
because I think they all saw it coming with the Young Bucks winning, and it's like you haven't even been around on TV, and now they're keeping the titles when it just came out before this show that they're going to be working like a part-time schedule. Like, why would you keep the titles on the team that never defended them? This is the only defense they had since they won
yeah,
them. Why would you
yeah,
keep them on him? I don't get the decision here.
yeah. I don't understand that.
After the match, the Grizzly Young veterans hit the ring, had a quick stare down, then they took out Cash. But um, yeah, I don't get this decision. I didn't get this match from the beginning. I thought these three teams have been kind of controlling the tag team division for years now, and I thought maybe we could have got the Young Bucks for some other tag team. Instead, we got this match, and it wasn't good. And this didn't work for me either. There's been some good stuff on the show, but right now we are 4 matches.
Yeah. After the match, Grizzled Young Veterans came out though,
That was good. I did like that.
and maybe they'll put this division, like give this division a kick in the pants. I don't know.
Something needs to happen because the tag team division in AEW is just
Well, same in WWE. Neither company is doing well tag teams. I don't know what's and right now we have some of the best tag teams in tag team history,
yeah.
and these divisions are not getting used. I don't understand. We have more tag teams than we've ever had, and I don't understand why they're not getting used.
So yeah, so the next match was the Casino Gauntlet match. Obviously kicked off with Orange Cassidy and Okada. So Okada and Cassidy start off. Number 3 was Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, what the hell?
Big shock there. He looked pretty good. I mean, obviously he's older, and him and Okada are both older, so neither one of them will run in a million miles an hour. But they did look good. The thing with this match is it's a gauntlet match, but it can end at any time. So there is a sense of urgency in this match. There is a sense that this match could end any time, even though realistically we all know it's not ending until most people are in, right? Like we know it's not ending at number 4. Like,
I mean, but they did set a rule in this one that they have not said in any other gauntlet match. They said there were only 21 participants.
it didn't make it to 21, I don't think.
No, it definitely didn't. But I'm just saying though, they did have an ending point. Like before, they never said that. They just, they never gave a certain amount of
Why
people.
would you say that if it's not going 21?
I don't know, but that's what they said. There's 21 participants, but it didn't go all the way to 21.
So then Kyle O'Reilly is number 4. Number 5 was Zack Sabre Jr. making his return. A little fun moment with Sabre Jr. and McGuinness facing off in their home country. That was in a bunch of pin combinations and uppercuts and stuff. That was a pretty cool moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Roderick Strong come in. After Roderick Strong is Mark Briscoe. After Mark Briscoe is Hangman Page, and this is when shit started hitting the fan. Everyone, he kind of took off everybody. Then Jeff Jarrett, and the crowd went absolutely insane for Jeff
This
Jarrett.
is one of the loudest pops I've ever heard.
What the hell? Yeah, he kind of went off on Hangman. And then Jarrett, so this spot was nuts. Hangman picked Jarrett up in a power bomb and threw him over the top rope on the rest of the people.
Yeah.
Number 10 was Ricochet. We all kind of saw this coming. That this was the match he was probably going to debut in. Ricochet comes in, does his flippy shit, does some stuff. Number 11 is Christian. Ricochet takes him off immediately. And then we got classic. So this made no sense, Nathan. The ending of this match. Number 12 is Kill Switch, but they announce him as Luchasaurus.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So he comes in as Luchasaurus. He grabs Christian, but then he choke slams Kyle. A very shitty choke slam, mind you. He choke slams Kyle O'Reilly, and then puts Christian on top for the win. So did he swerve his own partner for the? Why? I didn't get this at all.
I didn't get that part of it at all. I don't know why they picked Christian to win this match.
I mean, the winner gets a world title shot anytime, so it's basically
Money in the bank.
So,
but why
Christian? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All the people that you had in that match.
Why Christian and why did Killswitch swerve his own partner?
Yeah, that I don't understand.
That was a swerve just to swerve people, and I hate it when wrestling does that because logically it makes no fucking sense. You know, it doesn't make any sense for him to come out as Luchasaurus and then immediately help him win. It makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
But it was just a fun little pop for the crowd. And it was like, oh, and then he just ended up holding him. It's like, why? That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do that? Why would he emotionally play with his Christian Cage's mind like that? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, Christian wins. He'll get a title shot whenever he wants.
Right.
Number 6 is the International Championship match or the American Championship match. MJF versus Will Ospreay. I will say this was not, I don't think, as good as their hour-long match.
It was a good match, though.
It was really good. I cannot. This was great. A lot of cool moments. I mean, I don't like the fact that Daniel Garcia was involved in the finish.
I mean, I get why they did it. But
I get it, but he's not a. I don't like the fact, and everyone was like making a big deal. It's Daniel fucking Garcia. Like, it wasn't. Is he really a big name? Is he really? I don't get it. Anyway, he's out. MJF turns around into a hidden blade, and then Ospreay hits the Tiger Driver and gets the win. So, but this was great. MJF tried to do the hidden blade like twice. There was some ref bumps and there was a bunch of stuff. This was a good match. I mean, I can't. Hey, look, I sometimes make fun of Will Ospreay, but he had a great match here.
Yeah, he did.
He immediately dropped the American Championship and brought back the international title. So MJF's run was very short. Where did they go from here? I don't know.
Also, MJF brought out Lex Luger tights.
Yeah, he looked just like Lex Luger. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, this is a good match. They did a lot of fun stuff. Sun Love Millionaires, Os Cutters, they did shit on the outside. I mean, this was no complaints. I mean, I don't do match rankings, but I'm sure Dave Meltzer would give this about 17 stars. And then we take a lull here.
Yeah.
So the next match we had the TBS Championship match, Mercedes and Britt Baker. I don't know what is going on with Mercedes. Did WWE just make her look that much better than she is?
I feel like that's where it's looking.
Because she was trying to do these springboard suplexes where she bounces her off the top rope, and she just couldn't do it. She did it twice, and it looked like crap both times she did it. I mean, Britt Baker did great in this match. I think Britt was great, but Monet held her down, and Monet just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just these two didn't click, but yeah, her finishing move sucks. She needs a new finishing move. That thing is awful. She never hits it, and it looks I don't even know how it's supposed to be hit because I don't think she's ever hit it the right way. This was, it was fine match, but Monet just doesn't have it. The crowd was completely dead for her. They got into it a little bit in this match. When she came out, nothing.
Yeah.
50,000 people, and you could hear a pin drop. That's not what you want out of your star.
Yeah.
And then I mean they did get into it during the match, but when she won, it was still one of those things where it was like crowd's like, okay. Like they didn't care.
No, they did
So
not.
Mercedes Monet's run in AEW is not off to a hot start here. But you know, she's got all that money and whatever, so obviously she's gonna stick around. So but this was whatever. Monet wins. Kind of again, it was one of those matches that ended out of nowhere and really awkwardly. Like every match has been kind of weird endings.
Well, I think it's because, when you let the wrestlers come up with their own endings and their own,
Yeah.
maybe some of these wrestlers just aren't good at making a good timed ending to a match.
Because they like ended, they were like doing like backslides and they were giant. And then Monet just kind of shoved Britt into the top rope and it looked awkward. And then she hit a really awkward moneymaker, and that was the end. It,
Yeah,
it like super awkward. It looked like the rope didn't do anything to Baker. Like it was like, what was that supposed to, you know what I mean? I know what they were going for, but they didn't do it right. So
exactly. They didn't do it right. And then, you know, it it was the kind of match that felt like it should have had more of a, I wouldn't say a wonky finish, but it should have had something else should have happened.
yeah,
Like they did have what's her name get kicked out of the match and
yeah,
or
but it
whatever.
didn't come into play at all. So
Yeah, I just I don't know. I don't agree with that ending. I think Britt Baker should have won.
I think Britt Baker should have won. This was one of like this match just didn't, yeah, it didn't do it for me. It went, I don't know. I think it may, I mean, it was like 17 minutes. I think that may have been too long, honestly, because like
Yeah.
it kind of dragged towards the end. I, yeah, I don't know. Monet's going to stick around though, I guess. So obviously she's not leaving. So I guess we're going to stuck with her. But all right, the next match was the coffin match for the TNT Championship. Jack Perry and Darby Allin. Another person that's not doing it for me is Jack Perry.
Yeah.
I mean, this was your typical Darby Allin madness match. I mean, he came out with thumbtacks glued to his face, and you know, what the fuck are we doing?
Oh
And
shit.
then here we go again. Broken glass. It's real glass, Nathan. It's real glass.
Yep.
They, I don't understand why your entire gimmick is referencing somebody that's in another fucking company.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Um, Whatever. You know, they're everything. And then Sting shows up at the end as they're gonna light him on fire. The Young Bucks come out. Jack Perry wins. Um, you know, he hit him with a knee. That's all it took was a knee, and slammed him down. And then the Young Bucks are here. They're gonna light him on fire. They put him in a body bag, and Sting comes out, and he, chops him with. And so, what are we doing? So your champions who just won a fucking tag team titles just got dropped by a guy who retired.
Yeah.
Awesome. That does
And not only that,
nothing for anybody.
not only that, you- why why does if you're gonna have Jack Perry come back and he's gonna have this new run, did somebody not tell him, that if you're gonna do this, you need to come up with something cool when you come? What I mean, his move is a fucking knee.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But like
It it just looks like he's not even trying.
yeah. And then again, your tag team champions got beat by a 60-year-old man. Who did that help? Because it didn't help fucking Darby Allin. It didn't help Jack Perry, and it didn't help the Young Bucks. It helped Sting, who's retired.
Yeah.
What I, dude, I wanted this to be a great. I thought some of these matches could have been great. I wanted this pay per view to be awesome. It did not live up to anything here. Like some of these this has not been good so far. They've had two good
Well, I think they've had like okay, so well let's go to the ending
Let's
and then
go to the
we'll
main
talk.
event here. Main event for the World Heavyweight Championship: Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson. If Danielson loses, he will retire. What do you think of this, man? I thought, hey, look, I said it on our preview show that these two were going to go out there and tear the house down, and they did. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a fantastic match.
it was. I don't think Bryan Danielson needed to win.
No, I didn't think he did either. But so now what do we do? He's not under contract. He's come out and said that, but he's basically on a handshake deal right now. Uh, is he gonna retire with the title? Is he gonna defend it and just drop it to Darby Allin at Grand Slam? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think if since it's Daniel Bryan, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be one of those guys that does the right thing and drops the belt to somebody. So I guarantee he's gonna drop it to Darby Allin. But I don't understand. I don't know. I don't think it was necessary. I get that he's one of their top stars, and he didn't win the belt when he came in. He never wanted to win the belt, and they felt like he should have it before he retired. And I get it, but I just don't. I don't know. It just the way they set it up and everything. It just didn't feel like that should be the end of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
It felt like he should have fought maybe Nigel McGuinness or somebody, or maybe he will. Maybe he'll get one last match that he really wants, to end it. Like one of his Ring of Honor feuds, like I said, Nigel McGuinness or somebody like that really, really should be his final match.
Yeah, I really don't know what we're doing here with Daniel, but I just call him Daniel. Just
So overall though, there was some good, like this match was good. The MJF match was really good. The Tony Storm match, I really liked it. The the Gauntlet match was really good. So overall, except for the ending, I don't like Christian winning. But until the ending, that match was really good. So you had three matches that were really bad, and then you had a couple matches that were middle of the road.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't the best AEW pay-per-view. It wasn't their best one of this year, in my opinion. I thought they had way better. Hell, I thought their last pay-per-view was better than this one, in my opinion. I mean, I think a lot of people aren't going to agree with me on that. As a lot of people thought this was a great show, but I thought Forbidden Door was better.
Yeah, I think this was a great show just overall because you did, like I said, you had five really, really good matches. It's just you had those other ones that were not that great that kind of brought the show down a little bit. And some very questionable decisions.
Yeah, Christian winning, Danielson winning, you know, I didn't agree with, but everything else was fine. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna praise it as the greatest show of all time, like some people are. Because
No, definitely not.
it's definitely
Definitely not.
down. But it was fine. It was a good show. I was invested in most of it. Some of the matches I just kind of lost interest in, like the FTW match, and some of that I just kind of like didn't really care. You had good
Right.
surprises in the Gauntlet match. You had some good matches, but yeah, I mean it was fine. Overall, fine show. Not the best all in. All in last year was better in my opinion. And Double or Nothing was better this year, I think. But yeah, really two good, three or four, like you said, five really good matches. MJF and Osprey was great. World title was great. I think Storm and Mariah was great. So Gauntlet match was fine. So all right. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap this up for our review. We have two previews coming your way. Tomorrow we're going to have our NXT No Mercy preview coming your way, and then on Friday we're going to be having our Bash and Berlin preview. So, all right, Nathan, if you want to take us away, unless you have any final thoughts.
Yeah. No, you covered it. I think I gave my final thoughts. So yeah, if you like this review recap of AEW All In, please hit the like button and subscribe to hear more recaps and reviews. We do them a lot because there's a lot of pay-per-views recently. and hit the notification bell so you hear more of these reviews and recaps, and you're notified when we upload them. And we'll see you on the next one.
All right. And see ya.